So guys, we're here in front of the Kaldi's Roasting Company. Super stoked. This is what I've been looking forward to all day. We're gonna go in and hopefully get a little bit behind the scenes. We may need to sneak in a few places, but I think it's totally worth it to show you guys really what goes on inside of this roasting company. Okay, I know we're not supposed to be back here, Tim. This is crazy. We're gonna try to make an espresso, but Tim, I honestly think
I've made one before, so I mean,
dude, we shouldn't be back here, but let's try to make an espresso.
they don't care. It's not that big of a deal.
Hey, I thought I told you guys.
All right,
Get back, get out of here, get out, let's go. Oh my God.
You don't know metal like Reliant K knows metal, am I right? All right, here we go, guys.
Ready to get some coffee? That's kind of. Okay, this coffee shop has Battleship, and I'm in love.
Alright, so I'm going to try the Ireland Mocha Iced. And it's incredible.
Okay, first I gotta figure out where to drink. Okay, boom, right there. That's where you drink from. Okay, we're gonna try the Ireland Latte. Evidently, it's mixed with their Ireland coffee blend as well as amaretto. So I'm very excited to try this. So let's go ahead and see. It's very good. It's very good. It's like very drinkable. So unlike a lot of big chain coffee restaurants, I've noticed the thing about Little Ireland is the espresso is not bitter. And I feel like a lot of the chain restaurants or even buying it in store, you get these very like overly roasted beans, but these beans are very, they're cooked right and they're roasted right, and so that you're not getting that very bitter taste. Everything's very drinkable and palatable, and that's what I love about this coffee. So after coming from Little Ireland, I know because I'm driving, so I don't want to get us all in a car accident, but I'm very excited after coming from there because after speaking with her, we found out that that they even roast their own beans. They use actually an air roaster, so you're not getting that really hard, bitter taste from that espresso. And I was just telling him that while we were in there tasting, I'm like, it's very light and it's very like palatable. Huge props to Little Ireland in that fact, because it was just an awesome experience, and we hope you guys go and check that out on your free time in Pacific, Missouri.
Okay, we're walking up this big staircase here to get up to this huge gazebo that's gonna overlook Pacific. And of course we gotta do some drone stuff. I've been looking for an excuse to use my Mavic for like months now, ever since I bought it in February. So now that it's nice out, we're gonna give it a shot. I don't do this. I sit at a desk all day for 12 hours a day. Don't judge me. What is that? Is that poop?
Did you know when you video a big place and you don't have a wide angle lens, it's not as cool? Did you know that?
Yes. So we're here in Pacific, Missouri. We're trying out the Little Ireland coffee shop, which was absolutely fantastic.
Parkour!
By the what? Parkour? Yeah.
Parkour!
Wait, Tim, no, oh my God.
I'm right here.
All right, next stop, Comet Coffee. I heard one of the best coffee shops in St. Louis. Let's go ahead and see what Comet Coffee has to offer. So a cool thing about Comet Coffee is they use all house-made flavors, so you're not going to see the stuff that, like the liquid pump stuff that you get in the stores. You're actually going to see house-made flavors from actual vanilla bean and various things like that that they're using. So I got the house-made vanilla latte, and as you can see, the barista killed it on the latte art. Absolutely love it, and I'm very excited to try it. So let's go ahead and take a sip. That's really good. My God, I love it.
That's awesome. Good news. Thank you, Comet Coffee. I have a iced caramel latte. I'm an iced coffee drinker. I like iced coffees and sweet coffees. Yeah, I asked for a small, but this is quite big. I'm not complaining. But yeah, let's go ahead and try this out too. Wow, it's very rich, meaning like the flavor of the coffee that's inside of the sweet parts of it. You can really get a taste of the coffee that's a little bit stronger inside the sweet, but it's not too strong, it's not too weak. I think it's perfectly balanced between the flavor of boldness and sweetness, and actually is very complimentary. So I think Comet Coffee is definitely a good spot to get a cup of coffee if you're in the area.
Yep, sounds good.
All right. On to the next one, yep.
Oh, there's still more.
There we did that.
There we go. All right, here in Manchester Avenue. Nice. We had a cool little coffee shop called Rise Coffee, another great one I heard from St. Louis, and we're gonna go ahead and check it out. That looks really good.
Oh, I gotta sneeze. Wow, for a bowl, that's like a lot bolder than I'm used to, but it's really, really good. Yeah, that's really good. It's almost like a tea. Like it's balanced really well with like I guess like the water and everything. Like the flavor is definitely like there. It's really great.
So we've got the Cayenne Mocha here at Rise Coffee, and very excited to try this because this is something totally different than what I'm used to, but they actually infuse it with cayenne pepper, so let's just jump in and try it. Oh my God, that's so crazy. It's literally, you can feel that cayenne burn in your mouth, but it's really good. It tastes good. I like it. I dig. I'm gonna go for more. Oh yeah, very good. So this is the third coffee shop we've gone to. In our idea going into it, we're gonna order like really small coffees so we could like have a lot today. But this is what we've been given every time we go to a coffee shop. This is a heck of a lot of coffees. So guys, we're here in front of the Caldi's Roasting Company, super stoked. This is what I've been looking forward to all day. We're gonna go in and hopefully get a little bit behind the scenes. We may need to sneak in a few places, but I think it's totally worth it to show you guys really what goes on inside of this roasting company.
This is where they like try all the coffees and stuff. We like get a shit ton in the mail.
Yeah.
And we only pick like 4 to 5% of them or
Wow.
something like that. And then like our espresso always tastes the same, but the blend changes.
Wow.
Because they have to use coffee that's like seasonal and stuff.
Interesting.
So they have to figure out like the ratios and stuff of like what to use to make it
Keep
taste
that
exactly the same.
consistency.
Like this is like a little scoop. You pull it out, and then there's coffee right there, so you can take it out and like smell it
Oh, that's cool.
and see how far, like how long you have to roast it and stuff.
Sounds like
Going
a fun
to Flavor
room.
Town. Just like add the sound effect.
So we'll put one of these like tubs or bins. We don't call them trash cans.
Yeah.
But that's what they are. Slide that inside of here. This mixes around like a cement mixer. This is why I almost always smell like syrup. Is because I'm the guy that plays.
Time to get down to business.
The legend goes that like thousands of years ago, whatnot, this Ethiopian goat herder named Kaldi, his goats got into coffee trees. So his goats got into these trees and they just like got all kinds of hyped up on the caffeine, so they started dancing around. So he didn't know what they were doing, so he didn't really worry about it. Went back the next day, they did the same thing. So he went up to the tree, he ate some of the fruit, and he loved it. And then the legend of coffee is born from that. So then after that, like people used to just eat the coffee beans. A few hundred years later, people started roasting it and then drinking it. And they actually drink it a lot like this. They just crush it up and put it in water. That's it. The St. Louis History Museum had a coffee exhibit, and they asked us if we donate some green and roasted coffee to make this mural, as well as a company called Chauvin, and they use about 260,000 coffee beans, and it's like 2 months of work or so, approximately 260,000 coffee beans by hand.
I know we're not supposed to be back here, Tim. This is crazy. We're gonna try to make an espresso, but Tim, I honestly think,
I've made one before, so I mean.
dude, we shouldn't be back here, but let's try to make an espresso.
They don't care. It's not that big of a deal.
Hey, I thought I told you not.
All right.
Get out of here, get out, let's go. Oh my God.
Oh, do I get to chase you guys out?
Hey, you're good, we got you, we
Do I
got
get to
you.
yell at you guys and chase you out now?
All right, Josh, what would you like to say to everyone that allowed us to come into their stores and locations, and even the guys over at Kaldi's, you know, as to like, you know, the experience they gave us?
Gosh, Tim, it has been such an adventure today, I'll tell you that. But really wanted to say we thank you and appreciate all the vendors that let us come out and be able to do what we love, which is coffee and filmmaking. From visiting different coffee shops and how they use their coffee in different art forms, from cayenne coffee to vanilla lattes, homemade flavors, and then also appreciating not only the baristas, but taking a step back and looking at our farmers and appreciating all the roasters here in St. Louis who really put passion into all of their work. It has been an adventure. Thanks, guys.
All right, get out of here, get out, let's go.
What you gonna do when they come for you?